It's really fun. Oh, hello, don't mind me. I'm just massaging my bags. As you do. I'm going to make, and hopefully you are too when you see this, a brushstroke cake. They're everywhere, they're really popular, and I think they look really pretty. So I've got a few bags here all ready to go. These have got candy melts in them, and candy melts are just kind of basically colourful white chocolate. And what we're going to do is make all of our brushstrokes, let them set, and then pop them onto our cake. So I've just warmed these up so they're nice and melted. And I'm going to just cut a hole in my bag. And basically the way to do it is make a blob on your tray. So blobbly blob, and then just kind of stretch it out a bit. And then take a palette knife, I've got quite a large one here, and just touch it onto the chocolate and just gently drag away in one motion. Now, I might actually stick that down because I've just realised that's really annoying. There we go, so we're going to stop my paper from moving. Okay, so let's do a purple one. So, nice blob. Stretch it out. So just hover it above, sort of drag back and swish. Just do a couple more of those purple ones. Let's try the green. Splodge. The noise is imperative, you have to do the splodge noise when you do it, otherwise it doesn't work. Sit it on, push it down and glide, swish along like that. Biff. Let's do a few yellow ones. So you could do it with white chocolate or dark chocolate if you didn't want to do a colourful one. Oh, made a bit of a large blob there. So I'm just going to set that aside. These literally will take minutes to dry. So I've got another tray here. We're going to actually put loads on because I think it looks really nice when you've got loads and loads of strokes going all around the top and the side of the cake. Oh, just as you can see, definitely cleavage. Brush strokes with your boobs. So that's really satisfying to do. We'll buttercream our cake, and by that time we will be ready to stick them on. So I'm just going to clear down all this mess and we'll come back. I've just crumb coated this and chilled it. If you want to know how to crumb coat a cake, check out this video. So I'm just going to cover this with a nice layer of buttercream. Not a horrible layer of buttercream, it's going to be a nice one. Palette on, side to side motion, keeping it nice and upright. But I'm not super worried about it being immaculate. If anything, I want to see some of those palette marks in it because it's going to go with the look and feel of the decoration. What I want to do is just build up loads on the side, and I always do it so, the buttercream comes, as you can see, it's coming up from the top of the cake, because when I do the paletting over the top of the surface, then I'm going to get nice sharp edges. What I'm doing is just kind of like pushing it outwards, keeping the palette knife nice and flat, and you can see that's pushing the buttercream out to the edge, it's keeping it nice and level. And now I'm going to get my side scraper. Take one thumb to the back of the board, just opposite you, hold it against the cake, and then do one motion all the way round until you meet your thumb, like that. Tidy up the top, and then I'm going to sweep it once more around just to kind of get rid of any of those last air bubbles. And now, top tip, I like to just dampen my side scraper for the last one, just with some warm water, and it gives you a little bit more of a smoother finish. And then round we go again. Neaten off the top just with the scraper here, just kind of pull that in. There we go. So that's just kind of roughly coated, and now we're ready to put our brush strokes on. I'm going to lift it onto a nice cake stand. I think I'm going to actually use my turntable underneath my cake stand here. So I'm going to decorate this in a kind of like fan motion with all the brush strokes going one way. So the best thing to do is start from the top down. I've got a little bag of buttercream here, and I'm just going to stick the strokes on. Brush stroke one, little bit of buttercream on there, and I'm just going to place that just to one side, going off at a bit of an angle, and that's going to be the direction for my brush strokes. So this is really nice because it's kind of all rainbow pastel colours. I can just be really freestyle and just put on any brush strokes I want, really. And you can see they're quite nice and lightweight. They shouldn't slide down, they should be held in place by the buttercream. This is probably the hardest bit, just like unsticking them from the parchment. In actual fact, take a palette knife and just try and kind of pop them off. I'll pop a blue one. Oh, it's so pretty. Pop a blue one there. I love doing this. It's really fun. Might sneak a little purple one in there. Oh, pardon you, Dan. I have one more pink one over here. Just kind of. I think I'm happy with that. I've just noticed there's a tiny bit of a mark here where I use the knife to get the cake off of the board. So what I'm going to do is just take a tiny bit of buttercream in here. Just gently do that, just to kind of, there we go. How about that? I mean, this is the thing with the brushstroke cake. You could go crazy. I've seen some sort of multi-tiered ones. I really love that. I'm really happy with that. It's nice and simple. So everything that you need to recreate this cake is just down there. I hope you've enjoyed watching the video and come back for more soon. Bye.